Welcome to the Quantum Time Traveler. This most exciting, gonna be talked about episode with Susie Edwards and myself, Emma Bushell, is all about the revelations of the controversial Great Pyramids in Egypt that have uncovered in systematic areas of intelligence and energetic power supplies to a system that is sitting underneath the Great Pyramids. Now, we touched upon this when our podcast was started last November the 5th, a very poignant date that we started it, to reveal secrets of the universe. And we have episodes, particularly episode 5, and other episodes that have touched upon the missing tombs and areas of Egyptian pyramids and what goes behind that. Because it is used as a mask to hide what we now know has been revealed in this 2025 day and age to the world. So, welcome to everybody listening, everybody watching, and to Susie, who's going to navigate me in channel to reveal what's behind and underneath the Great Pyramids in Egypt, right at this poignant time of awakening for so many people, uncovering truths, revelations, and secrets that will change the face of what we know to be true in the history that we've all been taught about Egypt. Isn't that right, Susie?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what's going to be revealed. As Emma said, we have touched on Egypt a few times during our previous podcast. So excited for this episode to gain more information, to gain more truth, and to gain more secrets that are really going to help us all during this really, really powerful time.
Yeah, and we were just talking prior to this episode going live in the fact of, why we've introduced the quantum time traveler. So just maybe explain to everybody, Susie, why we came up with the nature of our podcast.
Absolutely. So, our podcast is very much about revealing the secrets that have been hidden. And these secrets can really help us to ascend. They can help us to understand more of the things that perhaps we feel we can't connect to within the 3D because of lack of understanding. So, we were brought together to bring this podcast to you. We have had so many issues and problems in getting things recorded, in videos getting lost, videos being deleted, things not recording, so many different things. And Emma and I both feel that it's so important that we keep going with this and that someone, somewhere, some energetic energy is trying to stop these secrets from being revealed. So we're more and more determined to reveal as many secrets as we possibly can that are going to help humanity, that are going to help the planet, and help us as individuals, but collectively as well in awakening and creating this new earth.
Yeah, and also, there is a lot of things going around saying, you know, this is we're tapping into a free energy system that was a revolutionary ancient civilization system of tapping into energy from the planet. The planet is feeding free energy source underneath the pyramids to the world.
Mhm.
Now, I know for a fact that there are portals that I will be traveling to shortly that will also hold free energy underneath civilizations that have been masked, have untruths in front of them so that they are people they're put off guard. So people would never know. There's a story behind it because it it deviates from what's the truth.
Mhm.
And really this is what we're uncovering. And it's so exciting, but yet it's also revolutionary with um is the Earth, is humanity ready for this information? Are we there yet to uncover this massive game changer in history? And I feel we are, because evolution has to go forward. And if there is higher intelligence as a channel, as two channelers here, receiving information that we know has to get into the right hands, because if we're talking about free energy systems for the world and the planet to sustain itself, but also for people to obtain free energy, not capitalized corruption of energy, where people make a lot of money
Hmm.
and charge it to households around the world. We're not talking about that. This has to be in the right hands. I do feel that the energy of the planet right now is under so much pressure to produce utilities for people that are freely available and affordable, so that we can all live in um, without discord, without discomfort, and with warmth, shelter,
Mm.
and all of the basic necessities that we need as humans to survive, and the earth to produce,
Hmm.
actually. So that's my little rant over, because I feel very passionate about the earth and the sustaining of the planet, and also what the planet provides us that is so easily corrupted and taken advantage of, that actually these civilizations were so advanced to actually put in systems thinking ahead of their time to produce systems, energy systems that are there for humanity to tap into and be freely available.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel we're going to see a lot of chaos happening as we start to reveal different things, as we start to bring alive this knowledge. Like it's been so buried and so hidden that I feel this knowledge needs to come alive now. Like it needs to be its own entity.
Yeah, which is why we're going to tap in today to uncover what we're going to get through channel about the Great Pyramids, about what's underneath them, and about the energy systems that we hopefully will be able to enlighten people here on this podcast as to really what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, so Emma's in channel. So we're going to discover where we're going. The first question is, who are you connected to, Emma?
So I'm being tranced, not quite fully yet, but there is an Anunnaki that is stood right behind me. This Anunnaki is a ruler of the planet, of a warrior of light, dark, and the underworld. As you can hear, that my tone of my voice has changed, and the frequency that I'm holding in my body has changed. Um, this is this person being, sorry, it's not a person. It's like a black, white, green person that's coming through my heart chakra. It's like I'm energetically taking on the trance of this being. Um, and it's the delivering of interesting. So the delivering of evil in the world, that's what I've been given. The delivering of evil in the world from the Anunnaki is from a power point of view. Now, okay, so I've been given the words power plant about the Great Pyramids as a power plant.
Hmm.
Um, and the deliverance of evil is purely from the world as we know it, to deliver from evil the corruption that is currently utilizing energy systems in on the planet for their own means and own material gain. the power plant is a supply for free resource energy for everyone on the planet. So deliverance of evil is to take down the corruption of those people that are currently ruling Earth.
Okay, that's amazing. Now, am I speaking directly to Emma or am I speaking directly to the ruler of the Anunnaki?
This is the being of Anunnaki.
Okay. Okay, so we understand that the pyramids are an energy center. Can you tell us how the Anunnaki were involved in the creation of the pyramids?
We were asked to deliver the system of technology, of advanced system technology, in exchange for a power swap, a power trade of the pharaohs of Egypt.
Was there a particular pharaoh that asked for this?
Tutankhamun,
Okay. And what power did he want to gain from this?
that Egyptian kingdom rules supreme, and that they are worshipped and adored and hold mystery of power.
In Tutankhamun's time, how was the pyramid used?
The pyramids hold cylindrical devices that were cascaded into the tombs by galactic beings, but covered up with the pyramids to make it look like it doesn't exist.
Okay, and were the Anunnaki solely responsible for building the pyramids?
They were worshipped with Isis.
Okay. Okay, so in a previous episode, we have discovered some chambers in the pyramids or just under the pyramids. How many chambers are there?
8 cylindrical chambers, but underneath this is a whole other system it runs into
Hmm.
underneath. So it feeds into a whole different planet.
Can you describe this in more detail?
The cylindrical structures feed energy into an ancient civilization underneath pyramids.
Okay. And how does that benefit the planet right now?
This is a timeline that can be activated to recreate the power system and recreate the energy system. It's set up to activate.
Do we have a date of activation?
The process is a system. The system of activation is not when, it's not if, it's when.
Hmm.
It's all relevant to feed from the light from Orion. It's all interlinked.
Has it already been activated?
It's being revealed to activate.
Okay, and what is the time frame for activation?
It's being revealed to activate 2025
Why has this been hidden for thousands of years?
because the earth will shatter itself. It will not sustain.
Okay, so it was for the Earth's safety that it was kept secret.
There are more than one civilizations with these energy systems, and they have all been hidden so that they can sustain Earth, but with a new technology. Earth will not be the same.
Who has built this technology?
Anunnaki lead this process in
Is there any,
Egypt.
sorry, okay. Is there anyone else involved?
Atlantean.
Hmm. Okay, so how is Earth going to change when this is activated?
Free energy.
Amazing. So can you tell us more about the civilization that lies under the pyramids?
Ancient civilizations once lived underground because the earth outside couldn't sustain um, environments to live outside.
The technology that was used in the pyramids to create energy, is this the same technology that was used to generate power in Atlantis?
Atlantis uses hydrogen, water power,
Hmm.
because Atlantis is under the water.
Hmm.
Hydrogen is the free energy system.
Okay. And the Earth energy system?
Galactics.
Okay.
Galactics source energy to planets, planetary systems of Earth through the land and through the sea. The Atlanteans are linked to galactics. It is a system.
Okay. And that system is ready to be revealed this year.
Yes.
When was the ancient civilization buried?
Repeat.
When was the ancient civilization under the pyramids buried?
They weren't buried, they lived underground.
Okay. Okay, thank you. What message do you have for us today that will help us to understand what's going on around the pyramids?
The pyramids was built to ensure life on Earth, to balance Earth, to keep Earth alive because it affects all planetary alignment in the atmosphere, intergalactics, interdimensional. It is a part of the system, ecosystem, so that we all survive.
Okay. Okay, so what are humanity's steps, our steps to integrate all of this information?
To activate codes in people's DNA. People's DNA holds the codes of light beings, Anunnaki, intelligence,
And how do we activate those codes?
by activating truth, by activating the natural magnetic pull people will feel to be part of such revelation, because part of them will understand they need to be part of it.
Hmm. Okay, and is this a part of the great gathering that we've talked about before at the pyramids?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today?
The ruler of the Anunnaki here, I am here to stand forward with our technology, advanced systems of frequency, of light, of sound, must not be feared. It was just to keep us all alive and
Okay.
working in ecosystematic sense of oneness. Earth has produced men, women, children that have lost their way in the material corruption of the world. And this will be the demise of England and all countries. And the awakening is all about reversing this process.
Okay. Amazing. Okay, well, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with us. We're going to welcome Emma back as she comes out of channel to just tell us how that experience made her feel in her body, like what she goes through when she channels these
Oh my
higher beings.
God. Shit. I must say, I want everyone to know that I do dread the Anunnakis. They are so strong. Um, I don't work with them very much because they're sometimes too strong for me physically. That came right through my entire solar plexus, my power center, uh, and my heart and the back of my head. They always enter the back of your head, into your pineal gland,
Yeah,
into your psychic vision. Uh, I don't know. How did this look for viewers, people listening? How was it? Let us know because I can't remember a lot of that. I felt very in it
mm,
because I had to preserve my physical channel. So maybe you
yeah,
can enlighten me because I can't really remember it. It's heavy. It's heavy. But I also know that is a massive light being that I have to really work hard at being in my physical peak. And this is what this devotion to this work does do because we have to look after ourselves when we do them.
absolutely. Absolutely. So some really interesting truths have come out today. We've learned about the pyramids, the cylindrical pillars that are there, the ancient civilization that lives under the pyramids and why it's there, and how it is going to help to move us forwards. Right, there is an activation coming, the great gathering that we've spoken about before that needs to happen at the pyramids is going to activate all of this energy so that we can use the earth or connect with the earth rather than use the earth, connect with the earth for energy sources. Like it feels like, well, that's the way it's meant to be. Earth provides us with everything that we need. We shouldn't have to pay for it, right? It should be there and freely usable. So there's going to be some destruction. There's going to be some chaos
Yeah.
in this activation that's coming forwards.
And what did they say about when that would be?
They just said 2025.
What activation?
Yeah, the activation is almost ready, and the activation will happen in 2025.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah. Lots of really, really good information. Um, it's all about systems and things happening in the right way and at the right time, so that if this civilization is underground, because if it was above ground, Earth would explode. basically. So it's got to come at the right time for our up level for the new Earth to come through for our ascension.
So basically, they're saying that these civilizations will come up through the ground, will
Yeah,
like
I feel
rise.
so.
I mean, rise up. Is
They're
that
going to rise up, yeah, and they're going to activate light codes in us. It's going to be a very interesting time for sure.
okay?
Yeah, so it was hidden because we couldn't deal with it at the time.
At the time of what?
A creation.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just catching up.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
To people not
So,
listening to us is I don't hear a lot of this when I'm channeling. I feel it in my body, but I don't can't remember because my channel is purely because I take a back seat and the information comes through so fiercely through me.
mm, absolutely. So Tutankhamun was the pharaoh that initiated this or made the agreement with the Anunnaki because he wanted power. He wanted the Egyptians to be revered and worshipped and all of those things. And very interestingly, Tutankhamun is one of my guides.
Okay, but I feel that Tutankhamun in my body, just as a revelation now, is was Anunnaki.
Mm, yeah,
Tutankhamun was Anunnaki.
that makes sense because why would the Anunnaki agree with a human for this interaction, right? So him being an Anunnaki gave him the power to pull all of that through.
Yeah. So it's just as a smoke screen for galactics. Because what I saw behind me, I get clairvoyance and showing me who and what was is coming into my field. So I saw a Tutankhamun shaped head with a gold, almost being like body is in a gold sort of color, um, like half and half. So I felt that the Tutankhamun was definitely Anunnaki
Mm,
and guising as we know him to be in our history books, but actually they were galactics.
makes sense. Really does make
It's
sense.
not about a person.
Mm,
We've made that assumption because we're human.
mm,
We
yeah,
haven't made an assumption because Tutankhamun was galactic, was Anunnaki, but we've made him to be a human being, man,
yeah,
ruler
mm,
in the storybooks.
yeah,
Wow. Okay, what a revelation that is for
yeah,
head round.
absolutely.
So all that is in the books is not true,
Funny that.
which makes total sense about the pyramids
Yeah,
and the advancement of their civilization.
hmm,
I mean, how phenomenal are they?
absolutely. Absolutely. And I do feel that the other star planets were involved, but the Anunnaki are definitely leading this.
So the definite Egyptian rulers were Anunnaki in the sense of Tutankhamun was an Anunnaki.
Mm. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the other pharaohs were
Yeah, absolutely.
as well.
But that's an assumption at the moment. But it's definitely that resonance of what was coming through my channel was definitely Tutankhamun, Anunnaki being.
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
amazing. I can't wait to continue this
I
story
know.
in another podcast.
Yeah, so for those people listening, watching, please write in. We have our Facebook group, Awake Official, where people join us, wanting to know more about this and more about movement of where we're going. Join us there and join us and subscribe on YouTube, where these episodes will take place and keep going, revealing more revealing more truths that we need to know about right now.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see you next time.
Yeah. See you then.